Well, here's another weapon that got buffed, but it didn't really because it still really sucks. And the weapon I'm talking about is the Lothric Holy Sword. This was a sword that apparently got faith scaling, not very much, as you can see down at the very bottom here. It got E scaling on faith, and after going to Rosaria and seeing how the faith stat would affect this scaling, every point of faith up to like 40 or something increases your AR, your physical AR, by 1 point per point of faith. So is it really worth it? Does it make any difference? No. This sword's still not that great. It's unique because it has a good weapon art, but the damage suffers significantly. Why would you ever want to use a sword that's dealing less than 400 AR? You can't buff it, you can't infuse it, you can't do anything with it. What's really the point? Well, I decided to take it into some PvP matches and test it out for myself. And just so you guys know, we are using this on a quality build. We are using the Priestess Ring so that we can bump our faith up to 15. And we have 40 strength and 40 dexterity. Now, with that said, the AR, like you can see on the screen here, 363, not very much. I'm going to be coupling it with the Black Knight Shield so that we can attack with the weapon art through our shield if we need to. The L2R1 is that upward swing right there. It's actually quite decent at catching people, especially when you get a backstab or a parry and they're on the ground and they get up and try to roll away. That weapon art usually catches them. But the weapon art we really want to take a look at is actually the L2R2, which is the straightforward beam. Comes out very fast, kind of like the Twin Prince's Greatsword beam. It goes a reasonably considerable distance, as you guys can see. I don't know if you can really make that out, but it essentially gets almost to that pillar there. And yeah, it can definitely catch opponents out, but it's not as useful as you'd think it would be. It's definitely more useful on the Twin Prince's Greatsword, if you ask me, but that's just my opinion. And the damage that it deals is apparently physical, because I did that attack against somebody who was blocking, and they blocked the blade and the weapon art itself, and it did no damage to them because they were 100% physical resistance. So that is something to keep in mind. Being a straight sword, it is prone to being parried, and we do get parried twice. And we played 5 or 6 matches and we lost one. I think we played 6 and we lost the 6th one in a fight club. And it's I mean, you can categorize it however you want, but it was a loss, but you'll see what I mean if you watch the end of the video. Nonetheless, though, that's pretty much all there is to say. I mean, being a straight sword, it has a standard straight sword moveset. The L2 thrust is very good. It has a standard R1 spammy kind of moveset as well. Don't really end up two-handing this weapon. Again, the whole point of using the Black Knight Shield is so that we can weapon art through the shield, and the two-handed movesets for straight swords are actually not that good at all, so I wouldn't really recommend you two-hand it. One other point I'll make, I guess, before we get into the PvP is when you actually hit people, I mean, I know it says 363 AR, but you're most likely doing somewhere between like 150 to 190, maybe 200 if you're lucky points of damage, so it's not very much. You have to hit opponents multiple times, and if you've watched any of my videos, you know how I feel about that. Low damage and having to go in for multiple hits just leads the enemy more opportunities for them to parry you or counter you or do something, adapt to your playstyle. You want to try to end matches quick, you want to try to end them efficiently, and this sword just doesn't do it. So overall, patch 1.09 or regulation 1.09, definitely a letdown for this weapon. Don't bother using it. So anyways, let's get into the PvP and see how the weapon does. Okay, so quick side note here. We see him switch to his shield. We know he wants to parry, but I should have been able to punish him right here. Look at this. I'm going to replay the clip. I've already slashed past his body, and I still get parried. I mean, I don't know how he caught that. And I know that was the classic bait, you know, swing out your attack and then parry right after. But it really looked like I was going to be able to punish him. And, yeah, that one just looked really strange. Go back and watch that again. It looked like, you know, I literally already slashed him, but I don't know. I don't know what the parry startup is on that, or if there was a little bit of lag, or I don't know what happened there. But anyways, I'll just let the rest of the match play out. I just wanted to note that. And let me know what you guys think about that parry. Okay, so this is the last match of the video here, and we're in a fight club, and this is the match that we lose, so to speak. But look at this. At least when this guy parries me, I mean, he somehow did a flip around when I was going for a backstab. But watch again, when he parries me, he actually does it before my sword slashes down, and this is why I kind of was a little irked at the earlier parry that I talked about against the Black Knight sword earlier. That weapon was not able to hit us after we slashed. See here again, he attempts to parry after we slash, it doesn't work. And I know the fist weapons were nerfed a little bit, and I don't know if their parry timing is really that much more strict, but the shield should definitely not be able to parry you after you've already slashed. That is not what a parry is. But anyways, let me know what you guys think of the video. I don't really get parried all too much. This guy definitely caught me out though, so props to him. But the first parry, I thought that was a little bit of BS. That's just what I think personally. Even though, I mean, I normally wouldn't have gone for that attack if he was facing us, but you know, he flipped around and parried us, so props to him. But this is the last match. Let me know what you guys think of the video. Check the channel for more Dark Souls 3 content, PvP, weapons analysis, all that good stuff. Leave a comment if you want to see something in particular, and if you could, drop a like on the video. That would be really, really appreciated. Thank you so much for watching though, guys. Quantum is out.